Welcome to the 2021-2022 Middle School Ethics Bowl season. My name is Ariel Sykes, and I am the Assistant Director of the Ethics Institute at Kent Place School, both the host and founding organization of this event. We're excited to announce that we will be holding the event virtually this year on Saturday, February 26th, 2022, from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This year, because of the virtual nature of the event, we will be opening it up to students grades 6 through 8 from across the country. This means that if you're not in New Jersey, don't worry, you can still participate, and we encourage you to register. This video is going to briefly describe the new updated format and scoring rubric for the competition. This year, the Ethics Bowl round structure is going to be formatted differently to better align both with the program's goals and to be developmentally and age appropriate for middle school. The most important thing to note is that only one case will be used in each 45-minute round, and both teams will present on the same case and case question. The case set and competition questions are now available on our website, so you can begin preparing as soon as you'd like. After each team's presentation, they will engage in an open dialogue with one another where they continue to elaborate on their thinking developed in their presentation. Then the judges will ask both teams a series of questions to continue and to push their thinking about the ethical issues raised by their conversation. And finally, at the end of the round, both teams will be asked to reflect on what they learned from the other team's contributions during the round. In order to align with the new format of our event, we have updated our scoring rubric. You'll notice that no matter what you are scoring, they will be ranked from needing improvement to excellent. The presentation, open dialogue, and judges' question section of the competition will be graded on a 10-point scale, while the final question and respectful dialogue portion will use a 5-point scale. Now let's learn what each one of these scales means for each portion of the round. During the 3-minute presentation on the assigned case and case question, each team will be scored as follows. And judges will consider, did the team clearly and systematically identify and thoroughly discuss the case's central ethical dimensions? Here the focus is on making sure that the students are engaging in ethical thinking about the issue. And was the team aware of and considered different viewpoints, including those most likely to be cited by those who disagree with the team's position? Here, judges are going to be looking for the consideration of alternate perspectives, including the strongest challenges to the team's given position on the case question. During the open dialogue portion of the round, the judges will be looking for the following from both teams. Did the team directly and critically answer questions posed by the other team? And did they also propose original ideas? Here, the idea is that the teams are building and responding directly to one another, but are not simply just asking questions, but offering content to advance the conversation. Judges will also be looking for whether the team builds on the ideas of others so as to meaningfully explore the different ethical perspectives and positions relevant to the case question. Here, the idea is that the teams are engaging in an ethical conversation where they consider different perspectives and remain anchored in the case question and the ethical issues it raises. Lastly, the judges will be looking at whether the team focuses on the ethical concepts during the dialogue, ensuring that the open dialogue conversation does not become one about legal questions or practical questions, but that the students are constantly bringing in an ethical lens to the conversation. During the judges' questions, judges will be looking for the following from the teams. Were the team's responses thoughtfully composed and well developed? Did the team directly address the judges' questions? And did the responses indicate an awareness of the core ethical issues in each question? At the end of each round, both teams will be given some time to think about the final question and to develop their answer. The question is, how was your team's position developed during this round? Identify a point raised by the other team that made you think differently about the case. Here, we're interested in making sure that teams are taking seriously the ideas of the other team, and thinking about how it informs their original position, and being willing, when reasonable, to develop a different perspective or to change their mind. And lastly, judges will be looking throughout the round for indications of respectful dialogue. Did the team exemplify and uphold the spirit of the ethics bowl by demonstrating open-mindedness, taking turns, listening actively, and maintaining civility, especially when disagreements arose? This applies both across teams and within team dynamics. We are really excited to announce that you may now register at our website, kentplace.org/Ethics Institute. And on this website, you can find more information about the round structure, new scoring rubric, as well as the case set that has all the case questions for competition. We look forward to seeing you in February.